John, last night we saw an example of firm leadership by Council Leader Terry Hipsey. Is that right?
I wouldn't agree with you, Michael, and I know that you'd expect me not to agree. I think we've got a list of excuses and we've got evidence that the leader of the council is still in denial about the state of Thurrock Council. For instance, at one point he said that this council was quite successful. Now, the Audit Commission report, the independent auditors of not only this local authority but every local authority in the country, has said quite the opposite. They have said that we are a poor authority that is not improving adequately. And that means we're not getting better. And in a variety of services, from environmental services, gone down, 3-star down to 2-star, housing services down from 4 stars to 2 stars, and services like benefit service losing a star and told is too slow at processing benefits payments for some of the neediest people that we have in our community. That's not offering leadership, that's offering excuses and spin and smoke and mirrors. What we really do need is firm leadership.
But if he did step down, how is that going to solve the perceived problem?
Well, I would say that I'd like him to step down, I would like his colleagues to step down and hand the administration over to us, because I think that we have the experience and the qualities necessary to move the council forward. People tend to forget that the Conservatives have now been running Thurrock Council for almost 5 years. In that time, services have declined. The people of Thurrock at successive elections have removed the Conservatives' majority. They are now a minority administration. I say it's time for them to step aside and allow somebody else.
But Councillor Hipsey last night pointed to your own track record previous to the Tories coming in.
I think Terry Hipsey would be better served spending less time worrying about the Audit Commission Direction of Travel statement that was published in December 2003 and a little more time concentrating on the one that was published in March 2009. That's the one under his watch. That's the problems that we're currently dealing with. They're the ones that he needs to get on and resolve.
Another accusation levelled at you that in respect to the Corringham car parking charges is that the meeting that was held at Corringham Village Hall was indeed, use the term, was set up. How do you counter that?
I don't know about set up. It was organised. It was organised by local traders. Local traders invited elected members from across party to attend, some of whom did. I don't quite understand what this allegation of this being set up is. You know, it's another symptom of a leadership that is in terminal decline when you start to see conspiracies.
But John, you look at the budget savings, you know, these are not people who have woken up in the morning and think, right, how can we distress our Thurrock residents? They're saying, we're in a recession, you know, whether it's global, whether Labour in Westminster could have done more to prevent this, we have to make savings somewhere. Isn't that, and it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. How do you counter that?
Michael, I accept that setting a budget for a local authority is a difficult piece of work. I did it for enough years as part of a team when we were in control, and I don't suggest for one moment that the administration here at the moment have taken any of these decisions lightly. I do, however, think they've got these decisions wrong, and I'll give you two examples. One is that the council still spends millions of pounds a year on hiring in outside consultants to do jobs where we don't have full-time staff on the books. The charges for some of these consultants are up to £800 a day. We're talking about a couple of £1 million a year, when employing more people directly would actually be cheaper. That's one of the areas where the budget is running away from them. Another is this mania that the administration seem to have for allowing senior officers to leave the authority with a payoff. Now, we can go through a list of them. I don't want to mention names, but we're talking about 8 or 9 senior officers since 2004. That's where the savings can be made.
But do you think the public, you know, the public would lay the blame at somebody like Councillor Hipsey's feet? Would they, you know, what public perception of local democracy would be if there is this cat fight? Wouldn't it be better if all sides could sit round together and just thrash it out for the benefit of the public?
Michael, I agree with that entirely. I think that local government should be a lot more consensual than it is. I think we spend too much time concentrating on the differences between us rather than the 90% of stuff that actually we agree on. But I have to say that Thurrock Council is not a Conservative controlled authority. It is an authority in no overall control. And yet for 2 years the Labour group hasn't been given even the vice chair of a scrutiny committee. The Conservatives refuse, supported by 2 independents, to give any power or to give any decision making, any influence to my group whatsoever.
So would you say that the Labour group feel like they're on the outside looking in the whole running of Thurrock Council?
Absolutely.
But next Wednesday you go forward to full council and you go forward with your motion.
Yes.
Is this a motion of no confidence, or is it a motion to vote for removal of the leader?
It's a motion which simply asks for the leader of the council to resign on the back of the damning Audit Commission report.
Well, we could be in a scenario where, as I said, proportional representation, the argument against that is that sometimes lets extreme parties to have some form of linchpin. Likewise, you could have the one BNP councillor having a remarkable say in the running of Thurrock Council. Isn't this just a fantastic PR opportunity for the British National Party?
There are 49 elected members of Thurrock Council. Every one of them next Wednesday will have their vote, and everybody's vote carries the same weight. You never know. There may be a Conservative councillor sitting there who has the power of their convictions in the chamber and will vote with us.